Wow. See ya. It all started with a trip to the emergency room, and from a deep coma sleep, I dreamt of flying. It was time to give up motorcycles and begin a new life, a new dream. Getting back on my feet was a struggle, but the forces of my new dream sent me on a mission to get my body in the air and take flight. My best friend Donnie Brown urged me to take up skydiving. I don't know why I'm doing it. Because he's doing it. No.
I talked him into it.
I quickly became obsessed. Mounting a camera on my head helped pay for my newfound passion. Over those initial years of skydiving, I witnessed 2 fatalities, but they didn't slow me down. Then I discovered base jumping, and the ride got a little crazier. For a few seasons, I helped people make their first base jumps at Gerag, Norway. Some got lucky and went home unscathed. While others didn't. But most went home with smiles. Norway, the mecca of big wall base jumping. Where new flights were tested, and the international crew always had a good time living their dreams. In my final year of jumping, 7 fatalities happened around me. It wasn't supposed to be like this. We were supposed to be living our dreams, not die trying. First, there was Lori Barr, jumping directly after me. She was a student jumper that did all the right training, but still tumbled off the edge in a panic, never regaining control. 2 weeks later, we drove to the Three Valleys up north, where we were sure to get minute-plus flights, one of the biggest jumps on the planet, Harstenebba. After the longest base jump I'd ever made, I landed to watch a Norwegian four-way, including jumper Tore Lillebostad. Tore hit the sloping talus before he could deploy his parachute, and he was killed instantly. Tore's accident brought a somber mood to the crew, but still we pushed on with the travel plans to Eikesdalen Valley, where new big wall jumps were being pioneered. Kirill Kislev, a new Russian jumper, launched directly after me.
Yeah! Woo! Where is Kirill? Is he behind you or is he in front of you?
He jumped before. It's not even seen his canopy.
No.
And we looked for Kirill all night, never finding him. Rescue choppers found him the next day. His body was recovered, and his Russian mates were the pallbearers carrying him to the coroner's van. Kirill was the first wingsuit base fatality on the planet. And now, 11 years later, the total is 74. The second wingsuit fatality happened less than 2 weeks later, when a buddy I was traveling with, Rob Tompkins, attempted a jump the rest of us said was not possible. Rob jumped, did a reverse gainer, but didn't have the glide angle to clear the ledge below him. At this point, the dream I was living had become a nightmare, and all I could wonder was, who's next? Winter was approaching in Norway, so I left for Hawaii to do some tandem skydiving. When we got to the ground after jumping one day, the search was on for a tandem canopy that had sniveled into the trees. Less than an hour later, we found instructor Greg Hunter and his passenger. They're Hawaii's first tandem skydiving fatalities. When I started this game, I believed only death would make me stop. But after so much loss in such a short time, I was on the fence with base jumping. Then my mentor, Dwayne Weston, flew his wingsuit into the Royal Gorge Bridge. I was 20 feet from the impact point. When the shock wore off, I knew it was over for me. Within 2 weeks, I had sold all my base gear. But I still needed to fly, so a year later I tried ground launching.
Oh no, this guy's. Hey, you guys, you know, 3 stitches? Oh my god, these guys. You know what's it called, the movie? 3 Guys Stupid Things?
Run fast! Goggle! Goggle!
It was fun once I figured out how to keep the canopy in the air. But before long, I found myself laying on the beach with a shattered femur and shattered dreams. My friend Dave introduced me to paragliding, and I soon found myself flying for hours at a time. Hang gliding seemed like a natural progression, so I took that up too. Let me tell you, paragliding is definitely more forgiving than hang gliding. All this injury is catching up with me as I age, but Dr. Jogas keeps me in the game, keeping the dream alive. Living through all these adventures, getting older, I came to the conclusion that my life wouldn't be complete without bringing another life into the world to be exposed to the possibilities, the adventures, this gravitational planet we live on. And all I can say is, I hope you're ready for the ride.